When we think about technological advances in transportation, it's common to picture self-driving cars or autonomous drones, those that don't need a pilot in the cockpit. But helicopters? Now that's something new. The idea introduces the possibility of aircraft capable of flying without a pilot, tackling complex tasks in hazardous areas, such as fighting wildfires, delivering supplies to remote locations, or even inspecting large structures. Autonomous helicopters are no longer a distant concept or science fiction. They're already in use, beginning to transform essential industries by providing safety, efficiency, and innovation in ways once thought impossible. In today's video, we'll explore how these helicopters work, where they're already being used, and the challenges and opportunities they bring for the future. More than just a technological novelty, they pave the way for other unexpected innovations and applications. Let's dive in and discover how this could impact people's lives. In today's video, we'll dive into how these helicopters work, where they're already being used, and the challenges and possibilities they bring for the future. Far from being just another tech novelty, they set the stage for new and increasingly unexpected innovations and applications. Let's explore together how this could impact people's lives. When we think of helicopters, the image that comes to mind is of a pilot controlling everything, from takeoffs to complex aerial maneuvers. But autonomous helicopters flip that logic on its head. Unlike drones, which are typically smaller and rely on remote control for their operations, these helicopters have the autonomy to execute complex long-range flights, even under challenging conditions, without the need for direct human intervention. They operate using a cutting-edge combination of sensors, such as LiDAR to map terrain in 3D, cameras to detect obstacles, and radars that monitor the environment in real time. LiDAR stands for Light Detection and Ranging, a technology that uses laser beams to map the surrounding environment with extreme precision. Here's how it works. The LiDAR system emits pulses of light that bounce off objects in the environment, such as trees, buildings, or the ground. These pulses return to the sensor, and based on the time it takes for them to come back, it calculates the distance between the helicopter and the surrounding objects. The result is an incredibly detailed 3D map of the environment. Think of it as a high-tech 3D vision system that allows the helicopter to identify obstacles, measure altitudes, and even determine the best path to follow, all in real time. LiDAR is particularly useful in situations where other sensors, like cameras, fall short, such as low light conditions or night flights. It's also more accurate than radar at short distances, making it ideal for scenarios that require precise maneuvers, like landing on uneven terrain or flying at low altitudes. This technology is a cornerstone of helicopter autonomy. It enables them to operate safely and precisely, even in complex scenarios where human vision or other tools might fail. In short, LiDAR is the eye that allows autonomous helicopters to navigate the world reliably and efficiently. These sensors provide data that is processed by artificial intelligence systems, which can make instant decisions to adjust routes, avoid hazards, and ensure flight safety. In practice, the system constantly analyzes the surrounding environment, adjusts its position, and responds to unexpected situations. This level of autonomy allows for millimeter precision flights, even in challenging conditions such as nighttime or remote areas where human access would be dangerous or impossible. This kind of technology addresses challenges that demand real-time efficiency and intelligence without compromising safety or putting lives at risk. The technology behind autonomous helicopters is impressive, but perhaps the most fascinating part is seeing how it's being applied in practice. After all, what's the point of such advanced innovation if it doesn't solve real problems and make a meaningful impact on our daily lives? And this is where these aircraft truly start to shine. They're already making a difference in essential sectors, tackling challenges that once put human lives at risk or required unattainable resources. From rural areas to disaster zones, what's possible is being redefined year after year as technology advances. Let's dive into some of these applications and see how this technology is transforming complex scenarios and making life easier for everyone. The first example is in agriculture, bringing safety and efficiency to large-scale spraying. Traditionally, spraying pesticides or fertilizers with manned aircraft is risky, especially during low-altitude flights, where obstacles like power lines are a constant hazard. Now, with autonomous helicopters equipped with real-time mapping sensors, this task becomes not only safer, but also more efficient. They can identify the terrain, adjust altitude, and even calculate the exact amount of product needed for each area, avoiding waste all automatically. This is agriculture stepping into the high-tech era, where every square meter is treated with precision, aiming for maximum efficiency, a topic we'll dive deeper into in another video, so stay tuned. The second application focuses on firefighting operations in extreme risk areas. When it comes to wildfires, where every minute counts, autonomous helicopters offer an invaluable advantage. Instead of risking pilots' lives in areas with dense smoke or unpredictable winds, these aircraft can head straight to the heart of the fire, dropping water or retardants with precision. Imagine a helicopter that, instead of waiting for human instructions, analyzes the fire in real time, adjusts its route to avoid dangers, and quickly returns to reload. This autonomous capability enables faster and more effective responses, saving not only forests but also nearby communities. This is especially crucial today, as we face annual periods of drought and wildfires worldwide. The third application is the rescue of victims during disasters and accidents. When natural disasters like earthquakes or floods strike remote areas, transporting supplies is one of the greatest challenges. Autonomous helicopters are transforming this scenario. With their ability to fly without pilots, they can deliver medicine, food, and water to areas inaccessible by land, without exposing rescue teams to unnecessary risks. In some cases, these aircraft can even be programmed to perform multiple deliveries continuously, increasing the efficiency of humanitarian aid operations. Another key point worth mentioning is that these helicopters can carry larger loads than drones, making a single trip equivalent to multiple drone deliveries. These applications demonstrate that autonomous helicopters are not just a futuristic concept, but a practical tool already being used to tackle real-world problems. From boosting productivity in agriculture to saving lives in extreme situations, they are redefining what it means to leverage technology for the greater good. With all the possibilities autonomous helicopters bring, you might be wondering, if they're so efficient and safe, why aren't they everywhere yet? The answer lies in the challenges that need to be addressed before this technology can achieve widespread adoption. One of the main obstacles is regulation and public safety. Imagine an unmanned helicopter flying over densely populated areas. Who is accountable if something goes wrong? Aviation rules in many countries are still evolving to accommodate autonomous aircraft. It's crucial to ensure these systems are reliable enough to operate without endangering people or property. Another critical challenge is technological limitations. Despite remarkable advances in sensors and artificial intelligence, extreme scenarios still test the boundaries of this technology, such as severe weather conditions or areas where GPS signals fail. Operational autonomy is another concern. How long can these aircraft operate before needing to recharge or refuel? Answering these questions will require ongoing investments in research and development. And of course, there's the human factor, public acceptance. Are people ready to trust machines to carry out critical flights? After all, it's not just about efficiency, it's about the perception of safety. For many, it's still difficult to imagine an autonomous aircraft flying over their city or transporting vital supplies without direct human intervention. Not to mention the fear, as with any disruptive innovation, that automation might replace traditional jobs. How do we balance creating new opportunities with the replacement of established roles? What will the impact be on public acceptance and legal adaptation? Only time will tell. Despite the reduced need for pilots and crew for specific tasks, this doesn't mean these roles will vanish entirely. Instead, experts foresee a shift toward more technical positions, such as maintaining autonomous systems, remote monitoring, and developing software for artificial intelligence. Even with these barriers, the progress is undeniable. Companies, engineers, and governments are actively working to overcome these challenges, and the speed at which solutions are emerging is remarkable. Just think about the fact that the first smartphone was invented in 1994. Can you imagine the level of progress and technology we've achieved in just 30 years? It's exponential growth. We are closer than ever to seeing autonomous helicopters become part of our daily lives. And when that happens, the impact will be profound across various fields. But what if autonomous helicopters went beyond agriculture, rescue missions, or firefighting? Imagine a future where they become a routine solution for urban transportation. Could we see these aircraft functioning as air taxis, connecting distant neighborhoods, bypassing traffic jams, and transporting passengers quickly and safely over cities? The idea might sound bold, but companies are already developing prototypes of autonomous vehicles for passenger air transport. The concept is straightforward. Helicopters equipped with advanced navigation systems designed to take off, fly, and land without the need for human pilots. They could operate on predetermined routes, using strategically distributed helipads in smart cities. Beyond revolutionizing urban mobility, these autonomous air taxis could address real problems, such as reducing commute times in major urban centers and alleviating traffic congestion in densely populated areas. Far from being a luxury, they could become an accessible and sustainable alternative, especially with the integration of electric technologies and renewable energy sources. What we know is that the future is no longer a question of if, but when. And when it arrives, it will have the potential to transform not only how we move, but also how we design and live in our cities. These helicopters represent a technology that brings innovation capable of impacting lives and transforming entire industries. But are we ready to trust an autonomous future? Share your thoughts in the comments. Would you take a ride in a pilotless helicopter? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this.